Hello and welcome to the great outdoors. You join me on a solo adventure here in Suffolk, just outside of Felixstowe, walking the Stour and Orwell path. This is around a 40-mile hike. I started a bit shy at the beginning. I started at just outside of Trimley Marsh. This is due to the fact that it's supposed to be the hottest weekend this weekend. Could be high 30s, and going down to Felixstowe didn't seem the best idea because Kelly did have to get back home, so she just dropped me off just outside there. So yeah, it's only a very small section missed. To my right is Trimley Marsh. Directly behind me you should be able to see Felixstowe Port, and just over there where you can see what looks like a water tower, which is on top of a Martello tower, is Shotley. And directly in front of me is Suffolk Yacht Harbour Club, or something it's called. I'll be doing this walk over 3 days. Today I'm doing around 16 miles and I'm heading for Ipswich, where I have a travel lodge booked right in the marina there, so that will be quite nice. Aircon, which will be lovely with the weather the way it is at the moment. As you can see, it's beautiful sunshine. It's already in well high 20s at the moment. Anyway, my next big place to get to is Suffolk Yacht Marina, which, as I say, is just over there. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this video. As I say, it will probably be put up in 3 parts, so hope you enjoy this first part. Anyway, come with me and let's see what we see. Hello, welcome back. I've just ticked over on the 6 mile mark, on 6 miles, so quite happy with that, to be honest. Just stopped off at the Suffolk Yacht Marina, and there's like a little cafe there. Had a little cake and a cold drink, which was quite nice. Topped myself up with sun cream. I'm going to need that, that's for sure. Making sure that I drink plenty, otherwise this is not going to go well. It's absolutely beautiful around here. There's a load of big barges going down the Orwell at the moment. Don't know if it's some sort of thing going on here or not, but yeah, there's a lot of them. A lot of people out enjoying the weather, enjoying the area, because it is a very beautiful area. Tide being in makes it even better, in my opinion. Yeah, really enjoying it at the moment, getting in my stride. Considering how hot it is, I'm quite happy with the distance I've done. I will try and get some drone footage, but you know, it's just one of them things. I just kind of want to get in the groove with a walk and do quite a large amount of it, so I can chill out when I get to Ipswich, get something to eat. So, you know, just try and enjoy it really. I will get the drone up in a bit. I mean, I've always planned to get the drone up around the Orwell Bridge in particular, because that's a pretty spectacular sight, so nice to get the drone up around there. But yeah, really enjoying it at the moment, really getting in the rhythm. I'm quite happy with the distance I've completed so far. Anyway, I'll bring you back in a bit. Hello, welcome back. I'm pretty much opposite Pin Mill now by the, what is it, Button Oyster pub, just over there. Probably struggle to see it on there, to be fair, but trust me, it's there. Yeah, I just needed to sit down for a bit. The heat is doing me at the moment. I'll be honest, we're halfway through the walk, done 8 miles, we've got 7.5 to go, so we're halfway. The time is 11:42. We started about probably about 9, maybe 9:15, something like that, so I don't think we're doing too badly, to be honest. I am drinking, but I am struggling as well. The heat is really doing me. I honestly think that without the heat, I think I wouldn't find it that difficult, but the heat is getting to me at the moment. But I'm still enjoying it. It's nice to be in a wooded area. It's a bit more cooler at the moment, because when you're right out in the sun, it's quite difficult. I mean, for Suffolk, this is quite hilly for Suffolk. Don't get me wrong, it's not really that hilly at all, but for Suffolk it is. Bearing in mind we've gone from sea level, and I'll spin you around. That's sort of the elevation you're getting, how far down it is. I mean, obviously it doesn't go straight up like that, obviously. But yeah, enjoying it. Just sitting down for a bit. I might just grab something to eat again. Top my drinks bottle up, because it's running low again. We'll keep continuing on that way. I'm hoping soon we'll get a view of the Orwell Bridge, because theoretically I don't think we're that far from it now, and I think as we sort of get around this bend, as long as there's not trees and that there, I think we should be able to see the Orwell Bridge. And here we have St Martin's Church. Nice little church, to be fair. There's also Commonwealth war graves here. At this point of the walk, I'm going to be honest, you follow a fairly mainish road. There's national speed limit on it. As you can see, kind of up near where Ransom Park is, to the left, keep going down, obviously you end up at the Orwell Bridge, which is kind of where I'm heading. But yeah, this part of the walk is not pretty. There's some nice views of the fields and stuff like that, but you're constantly dodging cars and you don't feel the safest in the world. World War II bunker here on the way into Orwell Country Park. It's quite away from the actual river. I would suggest it was more put here due to like parachutists or whatever parachuting into open land, because obviously the, what was it, A14 wouldn't have been there at the time, so this would have been a lot of open land that they could have parachuted in on. So I'm guessing that would be what that was for. I am heading into Orwell Country Park, which is that way, and I'm going to be honest, when I get there I'm going to be having a long rest. Long overdue, I think. Made it to Bridgewood to chill out, possibly for like at least. Hi and welcome back. Just had a bit of lunch. Packets of crisps, breadsticks, bits and pieces really, just easy lightweight things to carry. Found a big tree just there to lean against, use my sit mat. Managed to get my very soggy, sweaty feet out just to sort of let them breathe a little bit while I've been sitting here. Yeah, took some painkillers for my neck and my head. Yeah, but what a nice little area to sit. Quite cool because of the tree coverage, so it suits what I need. I've now got around, well, I got 4.5 miles left of the actual route that I was supposed to be taking, but I have had a phone call from the travel lodge I'm staying in, and I can't stay there due to the fact that they can't get any of their doors open. So something to do with the electrics or something. So I'm now staying in the travel lodge, which is by Ipswich Town's football club ground, which is a nicer, more modern one anyway, so, but it's an extra 1.5 miles on the trip. But you know, I'll be right in the middle of the town centre, so I'll find somewhere nice to eat and probably chill out in a nice air-conditioned room. Anyway, I'll bring you back in a bit when I'm back on the trail.
Stand tall, never gonna fall. Determination in our eyes, we'll rise above it all. Stand tall with challenge we face. We stand proud and chase. From every setback, we find strength to attack. Oh yeah. Rise up, we gonna climb up the top. Rise up, elevate and never stop. Claim it. Rise up, claim it. We like the spark within. We gon' win, yeah.
Continue straight for 0 miles.
Shine bright, light up the night. A future that's ours, burning so bright. Shine bright. Through struggle we grow, stand in the light. Shine bright, in darkness we're the dawn, pushing on. Oh yes, push through, fight another round. No mountain high enough to keep us down. Push through. We've got the power, see it grow by the hour. Push through. Strong hearts. One step at a time, ring the bell, it's our climb. Stand clear.
Well, we've now reached the travel lodge originally that I was going to stay in, which is literally on the Stour and Orwell path. As I said earlier, I won't be staying there now. I'll be staying at the Travel Lodge Central, which is next to Ipswich's football ground. So I've still got another hour, sorry, not an hour, I've got another 1.5 miles to go. I'll bring you along until I get there. And I finally made it, and when they said it was right next to the football ground, they weren't joking, because there it is. Right, I'm going to end the video in a minute in my room and show you round my room, and maybe just have a little bit of a talk about the walk. Hello and welcome back. You join me in my hotel room. I have to be honest, it's quite a while since I last spoke. I've had a shower, I've had a lie down, and I've also gone and got something to eat and come back. I have two fairly large blisters on the backs of my feet and a small blister on one of my toes. I've put some Compeed plasters on. I'll be honest, I'm struggling to keep them on there at the moment. So back to the walk. I really enjoyed it. It was a nice walk. There was some nice views. The hot weather really done me, I think. If I did this walk, or that part of the walk anyway, in a cooler weather, I think I would have, I don't think I would have struggled as much. But the heat was just sucking it out of me. Which, you know, I suppose is to be expected. But, you know, I did enjoy the walk. I would recommend this part of the walk. The extra mile and a half I had to get to the hotel room wasn't ideal, I'm going to be honest. I'd have preferred not to have had that, because when I got to the original hotel, I was, pretty whacked then, but doing another mile and a half in that heat wasn't ideal. But on the plus point, I do have air conditioning here, and I found out that I didn't have air conditioning in the other place. So that's a plus point. I should imagine I'll have a more comfortable night tonight. I hope you enjoyed this first part of this video. If you could like, comment and subscribe, that would be much appreciated. I'll see you all in the next adventure. Bye for now.